Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's Wednesday, March 19th, 2025. As I like to say, today's a new day filled with new opportunities, and we're here to capitalize on these opportunities. Today, our main focus, as it is every other day, we're here focused on the process. The one thing we control in this market is the mindset we bring in, and we need to make sure we come with the proper mindset to be able to execute in these markets and have success long term. Understanding that every trade you go into has a possibility of being a loser. You do not control the outcome of any of these trades that you put on. The only thing you can control is the losses you take per trade and the amount of trades you take per day. Your mind will play the games with you. You just got to be stronger than what the mind's telling you, and you need to create your set rules and your set plan to be able to avoid the tilt sessions, avoid the anger, and all the bad stuff that comes with it. So again, guys, we're here. We're not focused on the wins and the losses, 100% focused on the process, and we're going to make sure we execute to the best of our ability. So I'll take a look at the chart, see what we got going on, and I'll let you guys know. All right, guys, here we are on the chart. Again, for consistency purposes, we do the exact same thing every morning. ES on hourly on the left, NQ hourly on the right, and we look for any hourly pivots first, mark them out on the charts. As you see here, we have sell side liquidity down here. It's a pivot area down here on ES as well. NQ has the same similar pivots down towards the bottom, two pivots down here. And if you see here, buy side liquidity on ES and NQ has both been tapped into. This was also the Asia high. So price came up here, tapped into this in both of these. I do have a zone or a gap here. If price, it's about to inverse this and close below it. So I'm expecting price to go a little bit lower. Again, we look for reasons why not to enter a trade. This is the 50% retracement here. Price does not give me my 2R all or nothing before it taps into this level. So I will not be interested in this trade. What we will look for is a possible bounce off of the 50% retracement and a possible continuation higher. If that fails, or if it doesn't give a valid setup, then we'll most likely just wait for the London low to come down here and sweep on either NQ or ES. So that is my plan for today. We'll see what comes to what happens or what actually presents itself. But again, we're not going to jump in anything crazy. We're not going to FOMO in anything. We're not going to get angry or tilt, possibly miss something because of that. And if you see here, perfect example, why not to get a trade is currently working against me. So that would have been probably a quick stop out here. But just again, guys, reasons why not to enter trades and validation clear in front of you. And that's why we keep sticking to our rules. So we'll be back. I'll get you guys updated here on whatever happens, and I'll let you guys know. All right, guys, here we are in Q. Set up here.
Order filled.
Just got my order filled, going long. I'll go ahead and explain this trade here in a bit. I'm going to just adjust my stop losses. Okay, guys. So as you guys saw previously, when I did my morning recap, you guys heard about the 50% retracement. Price selling off from the buy side liquidity up here. That was the Asia low or the Asia high. Price came down here, tapped into the 50% retracement, gave a nice gap on the 1 minute. I think it was about close to 20 points almost, 17 points. Closed above, which is showing me that the bulls are in the market, the buyers are in the market. They want to keep this going higher instead of continuation lower. And again, I jumped in on the trade once price closed above here. And now we're in the trade. Again, we do not control the outcome of this trade. We do not control anything that goes in while we're in this trade. All I can control is the process and the mindset I bring into this trade. You guys know my take profits and my stop loss. It's +2 all or nothing. If price wants to go all the way up here and tap me out for a +2 winner, that's great. If price wants to reject and sell off and come down here and tap me out for a -1R loser, that is also great. All we're going to do is make sure we follow the process and stay consistent with our plan and our strategy, and we'll just make sure we execute. So I'll let you guys know how it plays out. All right, guys, welcome back to the charts. Here we are. As you guys can see, the trade ended up working in my favor here for a full +2R winner. Kind of chopped here a little bit, pushed up, gave it a little consolidation. We did have the Donald Trump speech, or he was talking to Zelensky or something. But fortunately, it went up in my favor and took me out for a full +2R winner. Calling it a day there, one and done. I do not want to put any more risk on the trade on the day. We're going to keep growing these accounts slow and steady, and no reason to change what's gotten us this far. Something I did want to mention here was the trade I called out earlier in the day. Again, guys, I called this trade out, the short out earlier when I was calling out my levels. I mentioned that it tapped into the Asia high and was rejection, gave a decent setup here. But again, we look for reasons why not to enter the trade. The reasoning why I didn't take this setup was because the 50% retracement was here, and 50% for me acts as a type of support slash resistance, depending on what side it's coming from, and I passed up on it. Thankfully, I passed up on it because, as you see here, price missed my target, or what would have been the target, by about 3 points, and then gave us a strong rejection back to the with the bulls back to the upside, and would have taken you out for a full -1 hour loser. So again, guys, being patient, being disciplined, and executing on the right proper setups that follow your plan, your strategy, super important. We try to avoid the subpar setups so we could take the A+ setups, because in the long term we know that's what's going to make us successful in trading. You control the one thing is your mindset, and to be able to avoid all this, you need to make sure you come with a strong mindset. You have your plan, you have your edge, and you execute and you follow that edge. So there's that. I'll go ahead and show you guys the Apex accounts. All right, guys, so here we are on the Apex dashboard. As you guys can see here, all six accounts are showing the exact same profit. So yesterday I decided to switch the 25K account to do the same risk slash reward as the 50K account. The 25K account has been doing pretty well, and the drawdown is basically at the highs every single day. So I figured I might as well put on a little bit of risk, an extra $100. It won't. Hopefully it doesn't come back to stab me in the butt, but that's what it is going forward. As you guys can see, these two accounts are very close to the payout requirement. We already have the 8 days required trading on these accounts, and now we just have to get it over the threshold. So I think one more green day on these accounts, and we'll be able to get there and potentially request another Apex account. Here you guys can see the trades I took for today. One trade, one winner, 0 losers. It's showing only $308 because I think the risk was a little bit lower. I only put on 2 contracts, and 40 points. So the risk was a little bit lower and the reward's a little bit lower, but still plus 2R. Here you can see the executions, 14 minutes for a full plus 2R target. And here I'll show you guys my funded futures as well. All similar amounts here. The thing I love about my funded futures, today is the 5th winning day, the requirement that they have. So I am able and eligible for a payout today at market close. I'm considering taking out a payout on these accounts. I do not want to take too much because I do not want to start with evals again and have to regrow these accounts. So I'm considering taking a smaller amount, not the full amount. But we'll see how much I end up taking. So far, I'm thinking around $400 per account. Take a nice little $1,200 deposit it into my bank account. But we'll see. I'll let you guys know. Leave in the comments, see what you guys think. What would you guys do if you guys have these accounts eligible for payout and ready to take some money out? Would you guys do the full amount, say $1,000 each account, potentially leave no amount left to draw down there could possibly blow them? Or will you guys go the conservative route, take $200-300 out and keep growing these accounts over time? Let me know what you guys think. But there you have it, guys. Trading super well. Super patient, super disciplined. We're 100% focused on the process, not the wins and losses. And it continues every day. It continues to work out in my favor. Making sure I focus on the process, and the results keep taking care of themselves. So we just reached the My Funded Futures accounts are now eligible for payout. And this will be the first payout in March. Haven't had a payout since the start of February. It's been a long time. We've been growing these accounts for a couple months now, but the discipline, the patience, it's all paying off. Again, guys, we control one thing in these markets, and it's the mindset we bring into it. Is the patience, the discipline, and the execution. Make sure you guys have a solid trading plan. Make sure you guys follow this plan, stick to it by whatever means, and you guys too will see your accounts begin to grow slow and steady, and eventually get to that payout threshold. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.